AJ, you are freezing like the way you were in SD Geek. I think you're just too far from that internet. So it's gonna be the typical. I'm gonna laugh when you freeze on me. Ha ha.
Maybe assume punchline every time.
But it's not always gold. Sometimes I don't want to laugh at your shit.
That's fair. No, you got to be my fluffer. Even if I'm not funny, just make me think I'm funny. It's okay.
I'm not your goddamn fluffer. You better fucking pay me for that.
Fair enough.
And halfway in, you're not like, holy shit, this is ass. Or do you think they're already committed?
They're probably like, we have no idea what the fuck we're doing. Keep it going, keep it going. They already gave us the budget. Fuck it.
We're committed now.
Oh, for sure. All your cables are secure though, as far as you can tell, like in your interface, and then in your mic as well. Okay.
I feel like you're doing sexual hand gestures towards me, and I'm very uncomfortable.
That was also part of the point. Yeah, that was part of the plan, actually. Well, then you were gonna have something take off for a moment from your side of the screen, please. What do you got there?
Oh, I don't even know what I got.
Oh, nice. That's part of the fun part. I barely know what I got.
Did you like run in and just grab two things?
Yeah, I just looked for two designs that I liked. I saw a couple key terms that I saw in one can in particular and was like, okay, sold. That sounds fun.
Ooh, was that key term IPA and or double IPA?
So okay, I will say this. IPA was definitely one term because you mentioned that Yvonne bought you a couple IPAs. So I was like, okay, cool. Might as well match that. We will be drinking similar brew. And then there was one more term that I saw that I was like, ooh, fun and relevant. So I'm kind of excited.
Absolutely. Okay. Well, I'll do this one first. She got me these beers. The listeners, the viewers. I have no idea about this brewery, this beer. My fiance just randomly bought me to before I knew we were going to record, by the way. She just got me to. Because she was by Holland's Head. So she just decided to go get a good ass sandwich. And the first one I have is Stellar Perplex.
Ooh, show us the design.
Double Indian Pale Ale.
Nice. Let us see. Let the people see.
Pretty basic.
Minimalist design. Basic. Yeah. Exciting though. You know that you're gonna get the potent.
Aslan Brewing Co. And it's from Virginia.
Oh, Virginia. Nice. I don't think we've had a beer from Virginia before. And how's your percentage look on that bad boy?
It's a double. Give me a guess.
You want me to guess? I'm going to guess 8.2.
Yeah, it's a double.
8.2.
Damn, you're pretty goddamn close. 8.1. Price is Right rules. You lost.
Out of there. Sorry, AJ. It's up to John. Gotcha. Well, I picked out myself. I didn't notice the brewery until I got it home, but I like the design. Yes. Oh, you knew already. Nice. Yes. It is a Bottle Logic beer. So for any new listeners and viewers of the show here, we actually had a long string of Bottle Logic beers a while back ago. And so it's kind of fun to have one again. And we haven't had a Bottle Logic IPA in quite some time, I'd say. And so this one's called Wisdom Check, a double dry hopped West Coast IPA, actually.
Ooh, jealous.
I'm kind of excited about it.
What's the percentage?
So I don't think it's considered a double IPA, even though it's double dry hopped. Doesn't necessarily mean it's double strength. What would you guess? What I told you right now was a hint.
7.9.
Ooh, the price is wrong, bitch. But close, kind of. 7.5.
Oh.
But it's pretty cool. It's got like D20.
Oh my god.
It's a super nerdy looking beer. It's awesome. If you want, you can play some D&D with your D20s all over this can.
Whoa.
Yeah, hell yeah. Just roll the can across the table.
Gonna make me have a seizure.
I got +5 in agility for this turn.
Ooh.
Let's slay this motherfucking dragon. Anyway, let's pour these into our nice little glassies here.
Oh man.
Oh, Oh, mine is an interesting color.
I can't wait to slay this dragon.
This one smells crazy.
Mine is pretty clear.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So.
Ooh, that smells so good.
I love how all the the audio listeners are just hearing us go, ooh. That's all the critique you're getting from us.
Video.
That's the critique is as intelligible as that. Just it tastes good. That's pretty much all we can say. But I'm just going to show the color real quick for the people.
I know what we're talking about.
Exactly. We keep to the motto very well and naturally too. Not even going to beat around the bush.
Ooh, yours looks nice.
It's a standard little look. It's got a little bit of an auburn look to it. Nothing too crazy. I don't know if it's coming through very well in here, but ooh, there we go again with the ooze.
Yeah, there's a milky looking boy, right?
Yeah, milky little hazy boy.
Not a hazy.
Not technically, right? That's pretty rad. All right. Well, shall we take a little sippy?
I don't like this mystery shit.
What do you mean?
Hold on. Before you drink, I'm going to go on my quick rant. Stop making me look up what's in your beers. Put the ingredients on the can. There, I'm done. Let's try it. I need a drink.
I know, right? After all this, you're making me have to read, but there's nothing to read. Oh, ooh, mine's very smooth, a little light in flavor. So in keeping tradition of our motto, being that we semi know what we're talking about or what we're doing, so I recently Googled double dry hopped, and don't expect the most, like I said earlier, intelligent explanations of things, because I don't really remember what I was reading because I was buzzed while I was reading it. So therefore, the definition still eludes me to this day. But I will say, for this IPA in particular, it's not bad, but it also doesn't taste spectacular. Like, it's not blowing my mind right now, even for it being double dry hopped, for that matter.
So it's not blowing your mind?
It's not blowing my mind. Oh, but whoa. This second sip right now actually just kind of got me. It had like an edge of almost sweetness to it. For an IPA, that's kind of different. Let me try again. Yeah, there it is again. Before, it wasn't hitting me in the middle of my palate, but now it's definitely getting there. Wow. Interesting. How about yours?
So with mine, I wanted to say fruity, but sometimes I feel like fruity can mean citri. No, the fruitiness I'm getting from here is like legit fruitiness. Again, stop making me look up your ingredients. Notes of pineapple, mango, berry, and pine.
And you're getting that, huh?
Yeah. Oh, it's like it's lacking on the bitterness, that but
that you usually get from an IPA.
Pretty damn good.
Nice. Good pick, Yvonne. Nice. That sounds fun.
Oh. Cream. I get like a cream taste to this too.
That can make sense with the mango going on and all that. I wouldn't doubt that, but I like how it's like fruit, like you said, fruity flavors, but then pine's thrown in there. That's kind of it's kind of wild. You know what? See what you will about the can. It is a very minimalist design, but it's neat. I like it. It definitely adds to the mystery beer kind of vibe you're getting from it.
Oh man, I'm tempting with the devil right now. I'm dancing with the devil.
Yeah, you are. Stroking his cock is what you're doing.
Out. Just shaking it a little bit, AJ. That's all I'm doing.
There's nothing wrong with it. I'm not judging. I'm just calling it as it sees it. That's all.
Just remember, you shake it more than twice, you're playing with it.
As my grandfather once taught me long ago.
Oh yeah.
Boy, you play with the devil's dick more than twice, you're gonna be playing, girl. Oh, I'm playing with a fire.
So AJ,
too. Yes, sir.
You're sober now.
At the moment.
So I'm going to ask you this question again.
Oh, Jesus.
What is your favorite Lord of the Rings movie?
Oh, man. Let me act like a spaz and freak out and give you all the explanations of the world. Like I did a couple episodes back.
You're such a nerd. You are such a nerd about it. I was recently telling my fiance about it. I was like, he is such a nerd. I remember he went into Target to buy the Blu-ray collection.
Yes.
That cost him like $80. And it wasn't even the extended cut.
You remember how disappointed I was? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm flattered that you remember all that. I'm very flattered you remember. But okay, so favorite movie. I mean, now that I'm sober, I still have the same answer. I'm just not going to act like a complete freak when answering it this time. It's still hard for me to choose. Again, I will semi-repeat myself, but maybe add another layer to it, possibly. So, first one's awesome. And I recently thought about this too, because you had brought it up a while back. First one's great. It starts the journey. It has its own fun action beats in there. The Mines of Moria, obviously, is probably the most notable of them all. But the ring wraiths, you get the introduction to those. And then one thing that's weird about Fellowship of the Ring, everyone goes by a different fucking name in that movie. Aragorn, they call him Strider. It's like the weirdest thing. It's the weirdest thing.
It's not like that in the books.
They do kind of, but I feel like just from judging from the movies alone, you go from the first movie where he's Strider. He's a man of mystery and he halts around these parts here. Men call him Strider. And then all of a sudden you get, as soon as Two Towers comes out, all of a sudden he's Aragorn. And then in Return of the King, obviously still Aragorn. They drop the whole Strider thing right off the bat. Maybe that's because they know his identity at that point and they're actually friends in a fellowship.
At that point, yeah.
I guess so, but it's just weird how they kind of just dropped it all of a sudden. It's like, okay, I guess that's not his name anymore. I thought Strider kind of sounded cool. Oh, well. Anyway, that doesn't really take away from my liking or disliking of the movie. And then you got Two Towers, though. Two Towers is probably like the return, the Empire Strikes Back of this trilogy, in that I think the more fans you ask, more people will say Two Towers is the better of the three films. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And I would probably agree. I would probably agree. I mean, don't get me wrong. Return of the King has epic fucking moments that are so cool. You get like a lot more of Treebeard and Merry and Pippin, the Hobbits. You said you finished the trilogy again, right?
Yeah.
I'm not going to spoil anything.
Oh yeah. And you get 4 endings. That shit is annoying.
I'm telling you, I'm sure I've told you this story before, but I remember going with a friend to see Return of the King in theaters one time. And I shit you not, twice during the viewing of that film, if not 3 times, at least twice, it faded to black. AJ got right up and ready to walk out of the building.
You're like, oh, I'm sorry. Let me sit back down.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit, there's more? Oh my God, they're done just hopping on the bed, making love to each other. There's more to it? Okay, fine. Fade to black. Oh man, that was so beautiful. I'm ready to go. Okay, wait, oh shit, there's more again? Fuck. It's
4. There's 4 endings, right? There's
at least 3.
Frodo waking up from when Gandalf saved him. There's when the king tells him that you can't bow down to anybody. Right?
Yes. Yep.
There's when they return to the Shire, or what's it called?
The Shire.
Shire, which is 3 already. And then when Frodo actually says goodbye and we actually get the credits.
Right.
4 endings, AJ. 4.
It's so true. It's true.
I forgot about it until we were halfway through and we were looking at the time. We paused it and we're like, oh my God, there's still 2 hours left. And Yvonne had never seen them, but it clicked in my head. I was like, oh no, this is the movie that has like 5 endings. So then once we got to it, I definitely played along. Like it fade to black. And then, I did that every single time. And
I choked on my beer. Oh my God. Oh shit! I need to do that.
That's like my biggest gripe with that.
It's everyone's biggest gripe. Yeah, the last movie anyway. Yeah.
How are you gonna do that?
Tell me it's not an epic movie though. Return of the King.
Until we get to the 4 endings, and the 4 endings they're great. It's just the whole fade into black.
Over and over.
It's ending. I mean,
it's a little misleading for sure. Again, AJ stood up in the theater 2 or 3 times thinking it was over and over again. It's like, okay, which is the real one? Quick faking me out. Exactly. They do.
Am I smoking with Gandalf smoke?
Exactly. Jesus Christ. Just see some like smoke ships in the audience. That'd be freaking tight.
Oh man.
But yeah, probably Two Towers, just to be real with you. Did you ever play the Two Towers video game on like PlayStation 2 and GameCube?
I played that one and Return of the King. The
Over
beat 'em
and
up, right?
over. Yeah, yeah. Where you just
Yep.
play through everything. I
Yep.
loved that game so much.
I was your
I
boy
would play it today.
Legolas.
Oh, were you? Honestly, I was
You
more.
want to know something?
Go ahead.
Well, you finish first.
I was just gonna say I was always more of a Gimli kind of guy, to be honest with you. I don't know. I like Gimli.
He's pretty dope.
He's so tight.
When I see him,
like drawing Tinder. Yeah.
When I see him, he reminds me of the video game Golden Axe.
I remember Golden Axe, the Vikings, right?
Mm-hmm.
Something like that.
I definitely love that. Why is it that I think Hawkeye is lame, but Legolas is dope?
Because Legolas is beautiful. That's why he's truly like. Don't get wrong. Jeremy Renner's a good-looking fella, but Legolas is gorgeous. Legolas is he's gorgeous.
He's
Orlando Bloom, especially when he was young,
more like Orlando.
Orlando Swoon. Oh my god! No, I'm seriously though. Like, oh my god, he's so beautiful. He was so beautiful.
I thought that back then. I was more confused than Sam and Frodo were in these movies.
I love the Clerks 2 explanation of the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Do you remember that explanation in the film?
I saw that movie once. I was with you when we went to go and visit a friend and he's in the hospital. Don't remember that movie at all.
One of these days we'll have to rewatch the film, at least for that part alone. It's a good film regardless. The whole cast is super good, but there's one explanation. If anyone knows what I'm talking about in Clerks 2, it's like these nerds having a nerd off. I think it's between what's better, Star Wars and Lord of the Rings, if I'm not mistaken, something like that. And it's pretty fucking hilarious.
Star Wars
is better?
Yeah, easy.
Ooh.
Next question.
I wouldn't have expected that from you, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah, you really dislike the prequel trilogy and the sequel trilogy, leaving only 3 films to like outside of Solo and Rogue One. It's not that much.
I loved Rogue One, and I also really liked The Last Jedi. That's the second one, right?
The Last Jedi is pretty fucking dope.
Yeah.
That's another situation where the second film was better than the first and last of a trilogy. Weird how that works out. Even though, to be fair, this past sequel trilogy of Star Wars were totally disconnected in any way you could possibly imagine.
You got one director, then another director, and then another one, which I don't feel is a valid excuse. That's an excuse I see a lot of people use, where they say, well, if J.J. Abrams would have done all 3, it would have been a better story. I mean, there are other franchises where it's a different director on all of the sequels, right? Like Harry Potter movies all have different directors, right?
I'm not well educated in the directing of the Harry Potter films because there's like 6 or 7 movies of those. But I will say this: it would, honestly, I don't think it would have been that crazy to have J.J. Abrams, Rian Johnson, and then J.J. Abrams again in the directing side of things. But the problem is that they didn't do what they do with Marvel movies. They didn't have a through line of what they were going to do with the franchise. I know they didn't. Yeah, they didn't have Kevin Feige. They didn't have this huge masterpiece pre-written, like a roadmap. They didn't have that. And it clearly shows, especially by the time you get to Rise of Skywalker, which, granted, I still enjoy that movie a lot, but I'm not in a hurry to see it again, only because since I've watched it the second time, it's just, I realize how
it doesn't age well.
They are. Well, it's just that they just didn't know what they were going to do with the saga. They didn't know. They really didn't know. They might have had an idea, but obviously both directors / writers had different visions altogether.
I was watching How I Met Your Mother.
It was the Sloppy Joe of movies. I'm sorry, I'll put it that way. Continue.
I was watching How I Met Your Mother, and there's this funny scene where in the previous episodes, Marshall, his father passes away, so his friends are treating him like, like he's glass. He's super delicate. and he's testing them out because he knows they are, and he's tired of it. And he was like, I think The Phantom Menace was the best movie in Star Wars. And I'm like, and then Barney was like, it ages well. I I love that. I laughed so hard when I saw that.
The biggest friend lie you could ever tell. That's
Yeah, those.
awesome.
But Mandalorian, I mean, I love the Star Wars lore, like the whole
Yes.
religion behind um the Jedi and then the Sith. It's just
Mhm.
the movies. Some of these movies were not good.
Unfortunately, yeah. Oh, you know what? Speaking of Star Wars lore, so I mean, ever since the new movies have come out, the sequel trilogy, they've rewritten the lore and such. And the most recent run of new lore is coming out already. It started last month, if I'm not mistaken, and it's called The High Republic. It's really cool. It's kind of based in the past, like ages and ages before the Phantom Menace and all that. It's kind of during the peak of the Jedi at the height of their powers. It's pretty sick.
Ooh.
It's pretty sick. And I'm reading the first book right now. I'm probably about like a third of the way through it. It's really, really fun. Really, really tight. And I don't know, it's a very easy read, and yet it's nicely detailed as well. Not like a Tolkien book to where, like, well, don't get me wrong, Tolkien books are written beautifully and all that.
They're long and
But at the same
descriptive.
time, yes, at the same time, I don't need to know at what time of the day the moss was growing on the tree and how glistening it was and how it had been growing on that tree for thousands of years before anyone had ever set sight upon it. You know, I don't need to know about
I'm
that.
good, bro. Yeah.
It's more like, pass me my lightsaber. Let's fuck shit up. Something like that, you know?
And that's why it's better.
God damn it. I would love to see, I mean, I probably get burned at the stake for saying this, but I would enjoy the idea of seeing someone either A, write a new book within the Tolkien verse, if you will, or a new movie within the Tolkien verse, like a contemporary artist, like maybe a Ryan Johnson or maybe even a J.J. Abrams, you know? They're both very good at doing big and epic stuff, and it would be interesting to see them do more of a fantasy thing. I think.
I think we'll get some type of sequel written to it when we're like in our 50s.
You think it'll take that long?
Yeah, I think so.
We are already old, so it's actually not that long from now.
20 years, yeah, 19 years from now. I mean, that's just like that.
I don't want to wait that long, though. I really don't, but it's possible.
I mean, aren't you? You're not
Right.
excited about the Amazon TV series that they're supposedly making?
I'm hoping, dude. We've been hearing about that for like 5 years at least, so I'm hoping eventually it comes to fruition. And I feel like COVID only slowed that bitch down even more, which is cool. As long as it eventually comes out, I just hope they take the time because I will say Amazon does have some pretty good original films, but I have not taken the time to watch a full original series by Amazon yet.
Amazon, no.
I wanted to try Jack Ryan, but I got through the first episode, kind of liked it. It was all right, and I never went back.
I think Upload was on Amazon, and I watched that one.
Upload. I don't know. I don't think I know that one.
No, it's like from the creators of The Office, where you can choose to, when you're gonna die, you can choose to upload your conscious into a computer heaven.
Oh,
opposed to actually dying. So that's the whole
the cloud, if you will.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure that was Amazon. So, and that was good. I'm actually looking forward to season 2.
Oh, so is that confirmed to season 2? You think?
Yeah, it's confirmed.
Oh, nice. Okay, maybe I will give it a try. Maybe I will.
Watch Attack on Titan.
Fair enough, dude. Ever since you started watching it again, I feel like all of a sudden I've just seen a flourish of huge fan praise of it online on Twitter lately.
Crazy. I think it's because it's relevant again. The season 4 is currently happening, and I try my best to avoid spoilers.
Good.
I'm gonna wait until that bitch is done, and then I'm gonna just burn through it in 2 days.
How far have you gone? Are you waiting for? Did you finish season 3 already? Or are you still working through it?
I am on season 4, episode 4 or 5, and then I chose to stop because then I see people's tweets where they're like, "Why do I have to wait another week?" And I don't like I don't like that feeling. So I'd rather just stop myself now and then just wait until it's all released. So then I can just boop, 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 boop. Here, done.
I feel you. One thing, and you know me, I'm not a big binger, like a hardcore binger or anything like that. Not often. It's rare for me. But one thing I appreciate when I do binge, and I think everyone would agree, you get to retain everything a lot more easily. You know, it's like you don't have to worry about, oh fuck, wait, what happened last week or 2 weeks ago? I think I might have forgotten a beat that happened. And yet, if you're watching 7 episodes a day, you don't really have to worry about that as much. You know.
Exactly. I have a very short attention span, so
watch show, memory. Beat my meat. Watch show, finger in my butt. Watch show, beat my meat again. Watch show, shower. Maybe shower.
Maybe if I'm feeling dirty, which I usually don't. So
there you go.
More time for finger on my butt.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, that's not thinking dirty? Okay, fair enough. That's Tuesday for me, AJ.
That's a Taco Tuesday for me.
Oh my God. That brought a whole new meaning to Taco Tuesday.
Oh man. I went back to that taco truck the other day.
Yeah,
we sent you pictures. Did. Yeah.
You sent pictures to get me jealous. That's what you did.
So good.
I bet. I'm telling you though, I remember last episode we were talking about it and I got bloated as fuck. I won't just blame it on the tacos though.
I mean, maybe the 8 beers you drank, but let's not. And the 4 slices of pizza, but let's not talk about the tacos.
I'm telling you, sir. I don't know if I've ever been. I don't really feel bloated that often. Like, I mean, there are plenty of times where I'm like, or if I have dinner and if I'm enjoying myself and I'm enjoying the food, I will finish my plate more often than not. And sometimes I'll be like, oh, that was delicious. Now time to drive home and enjoy the rest of my evening. But I'm telling you, I could not sleep. I was so bloated. I felt like I was pregnant. I mean, it was.
You look like you're pregnant.
It was so bad, sir. It was a constant state of descended gut, I guess, if you will. It was a belly for sure.
You look like the Michelin Tire Man.
Yes, exactly.
Right?
No neck, just blob here.
Just blob.
Exactly.
You got so bloated, your neck went away.
Right. But the problem is the core was not soft and cuddly though. It was like if I was gonna hug you, my ass would be sticking out 3 feet away from myself. That's how freaking bloated I was. Nice. It was just a hard mass in my stomach. It was bad. It was really bad.
So AJ. Since we were originally on the subject of sticking fingers in butts, let me ask you something.
Like you do.
You're in China. You get into China. You have 2 options.
Are we going to get in trouble with China for this one?
No, because one is fat. Well, we might, but no. I don't know if you recently heard, but they are doing anal swabs because they say it's more effective.
This is becoming more problematic.
to pick up COVID.
Yes,
right?
Yes, I've heard.
You've heard of that. So, simple question. Go
ahead.
Let's just say in this situation I have COVID. Am I coughing in your face, or are you getting the anal swab?
You have COVID, and either I choose to take your COVID cough, or I
get that swab in your.
Hold on, wait. Is the swab a way to vaccinate me?
No, it's if you have
it's just a standard COVID test. And it's either I get the swab in the ass or you cough on me.
It's a COVID test. Right?
It's one or the other?
One or the other. Those are your only 2 options.
To anyone not watching the video version on Beer Belly Podcast on YouTube, I'm shaking my head in disapproval.
Hold on.
Oh boy, here we go. All right. Well, for John not to hear this answer, I guess I'll have to repeat myself later because he's a pervert. Oh, never mind. He's back. Let's see what he says. I just see a lot of blue sweater. A lot of blue sweater. That's a lot of blue sweater. Okay. Oh, here he is. He is motioning. He's sitting back down. You all right?
Here we go. You ready? A cough in the face. Swab in the butt.
Thank you for the visual aid, asshole.
Let's just
you got a little get the rim. There you go. Get the rim. Get all the particles.
Oh yeah, you got COVID.
Fuck it now and cough on me at that point. Might as well.
I couldn't find it. I actually have a teddy bear that has like a butt, and I was going to use that as the example.
Somehow, I'm not surprised. I am not surprised by that.
Take the cough.
I'll take the swab. I'll take the swab first. I'll tell you what. If the swab comes back positive, you can cough on my face even if I
Don't
have it.
matter.
At that point, you might as well.
I
Fuck
put my tongue in your soup, in your woman, so you got it anyway.
Nice. You ready for that next beer, sir?
Oh.
Shall we?
Oh yeah. Ready to get the next one?
Do you have your beer handy, or do you need to get up and get it?
Let's do it.
All right. We'll pause and we'll be right back in just a minuto. Bye. For a moment. Listen, John, I totally understand. Donatello, for animated turtle, he's kind of attractive, but at the end of the day, you got to understand that he's not real. You can fantasize all you want, but it's just not going to happen.
AJ, I'm going to say something that's going to both poke holes into your theory and disappoint you a little bit.
Go on.
I have never cared about the turtles enough to know their names or the differences. I know they're all based on artists, but I don't care.
You just want to fuck him.
I literally don't give a shit about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I can't express that. I don't know if I've ever been so truthful about that series, but I'm a little intoxicated, so
it's all coming out now.
I'm just gonna spit truth right now. I hope all those turtles get flushed down the toilet again.
Really? I don't think I've ever known that about you. You never really cared for TMNT, huh?
When it's like any other movie. When they're good, and I will enjoy it. But I won't follow it. Like, it's generally known Transformers is ass. But
the movies, yes.
Well, that's all I wanted to say about that. It's ass. But Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Both Michael Bay franchises, kind of.
I've seen all of them. Oh God, I think maybe I didn't see the last Transformer movie because I think there's too many. But
last night, yeah,
I didn't really care to learn the character Optimus Prime and Bumblebee. That's it. And Shia LaBeouf.
As Shia LaBeouf.
I preferred Power Rangers over the Turtles. Like when I like devoted to Power Rangers compared to Turtles.
Sure. I got you.
I'm gonna get all the hate.
No, I feel, you know what, to be honest with you, I really wonder if I didn't have my older cousin who's I think he's about 9 months older than I am. If it wasn't for him, I don't know how much I would have been into 1, the Power Rangers, 2, Batman the Animated Series, 3, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, 4, Batman Beyond, for example. I honestly, without him, I don't know if I would have gotten into those shows. I really don't know.
Do you want to know?
Or Star Wars, for that matter.
Let me tell you a funny true story. Well, you want to open this? You want to describe these beers really quick?
Yeah, but hold that thought, though. Remember what you're going to say.
Batman Beyond. That's all I need to remember.
I'm already aroused.
Let me see yours. Okay. This can is actually cool looking. I want to see yours.
Okay, so New Year's Day. Remember those fun beers that I bought for us?
Yeah, and AJ drunk dancing by himself.
As far as I know, it never even happened because I don't remember.
But there were witnesses, but sure.
So go ahead.
Your poor pet will never look at Christmas lights the same.
Sorry for the brief pause. We had a little glitchiness, but I did catch what you said, you little bastard. So it's true, and my dog has been disappointed in me ever since.
Yeah.
But okay, so a couple beers we had that night were from Almanac Beer Company, and so this one is from that as well. And this one is called "The Future is Fluid." So kind of fun little freaky design.
Are they the one with sparkle cream and?
You know what? That's a good question. I'll have to look into that. I actually have those cans hanging up in my room on the other side of the wall. But this is another West Coast IPA, so kind of a little theme here. The reason why I went with the last beer, it was a double dry hopped IPA. To anyone who does not know, our previous episode to this one was called A Special Double Dry Hopped Boy, where we featured and reviewed the Pliny the Elder double dry hopped limited edition beer, which was super fun. So go back and listen to that episode.
It's right there.
Yes, it's a can worth keeping.
Mind Circus, Pliny for President, double dry hopped right there. 2-stage double dry hop.
I love how you have the can versions next to each other like that. That's pretty sick.
Mm-hmm. And they're right in front of the bottle. Well, the Mind Circus is right in front of the bottle. That's a
Very
cool looking
cool.
can.
Yeah, it's very trippy, very trippy. Let me give you a little something because this one actually does have some wordums to read.
Thank you. Send that, AJ. Send that company an email and thanking them for not making me research shit.
You know what? We probably should. We should probably reach out a little more often to breweries that we appreciate. Not a bad idea. Go figure. But okay, this one says, feature as fluid as a West Coast IPA, dry hopped, bada bing, with Simcoe, Mosaic, Cashmere, and Sabro. This beer was created by the women of Almanac Beer in support of the Pink Boot Society, a nonprofit that creates training and educational opportunities for women working in beer. Now, the women, this one actually has an X in it for those who may be trans and also biological women as well. So kind of cool that they would do that.
Yeah.
Cheers to a more inclusive, equitable, and fluid future. So there you go. Also, it says it gives actual artist credit as well. Let me just not cover the art for a moment. This amazing art was designed by @Jenny Curtice. JenniCurtice. Probably find them anywhere that you want to check it out on social media. So Instagram, I imagine, for sure. Do you want to guess the percentage of this dry hopped West Coast IPA? I'll give you a hint if you want one.
No. 8.3.
Oh, I wish. It's actually 1.5% lighter than the last one.
Oh, I'm a little disappointed.
Yeah, me too. But the can design is pretty awesome, though. And we have had a fun time with this brewery before in our own private time. Private time, indeed. So, on that note, why don't you show me what you got?
So, I love that we're going off of themes because apparently my fiance did the same thing. So,
she's smart. Nice.
This is an Aslan Beer Company. It's the same brewery.
Yes. Way more intricate designs going on.
I'll show it off right now. The name of the beer is New Age Person.
Nice.
It's a double Indian Pale Ale, double IPA. Again, stop making me research your shit online. And what do you think the percentage is?
What was the last one again? 8.2?
Yeah.
I'm going to say 8.1. 8.1. And this one is another double IPA?
Yes.
I'm going to go with 8.2 again.
Well, you didn't lose because you didn't go over.
Oh, 8.4.
8.5.
Ah, shit.
So, let me show off the can.
I knew 0.4 would be too obscure.
I'm going to turn off my beauty light really quick.
There you go.
So
yeah.
We can see
Good idea.
Of the can. Turn off the second beauty light.
Yes. Oh, that's tight.
It's a nice looking can.
You're going to go there by the time you finish that can.
Really excited about drinking this.
Turn on one of your lights again just so we can see the art just a little bit more. Maybe put your hand. There you go. Yeah, smart man. There you go. And then turn her to your left. Yeah. That's crazy looking. You get like a rainbow through a moon and all that shit. This looks crazy. Again, definitely check out the video versions of this show. For one, sometimes the bottle or can art, and secondly, just so you can admire our dumb faces and how stupid we can be at all times. Really, it's astonishing, truly.
I'm excited about this one.
Here we go.
So while I'm pouring,
yes,
I remember, because I'm that old. I remember when they premiered Batman Beyond.
As do I.
And they premiered it at like 8:30 p.m. It was in the nighttime. I don't know if you remember that.
Oh, I don't think I remember that. Cool.
Yeah. So I had two options: watch Batman Beyond, or a new cartoon comedy that was coming out on Fox.
Good
called
memory.
The PJs.
The PJs, the projects with Eddie Murphy, the claymation show.
Guess which one I picked?
Which
one I picked? Guess.
I chose the projects. I remember watching the projects that day. Did you choose the projects?
Yeah, fuck yeah, I did.
It was a cool show.
That show was amazing.
It was raunchy, dude. For the time,
it was
on public television. That was no cable. It was public broadcast, and it was kind of raunchy from what I remember. And didn't they, for a short time, re-air it on Adult Swim like years later, like decades later?
It's on another cable channel right now too. I couldn't tell you the name.
Currently?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Couldn't tell you the name of it. You could not tell. I've stayed at hotels that it's on like on a specific channel.
Oh, crazy. Okay.
Yeah.
I remember liking it though at the time. I was like, oh, this is dirty. I like this. I'm 7 years old. This is sick. Something
So
like,
AJ,
yeah.
since we're on cable channels and hotels, I will never forget when my fiance and I were in some type of vacation and we were done hanging out and we went upstairs. It was late at night. We turned on the TV and there's an infomercial for Miracle Water.
Oh no. You mean the most amazing product on the planet?
Bro, I was bald before I had some of that water. Now.
Look at me now, full head of hair. And I just happen to have, $1 million as well.
I looked at my wallet and somebody put a $2 million bill in there. Did you know those existed? I didn't. That is the most fucking ridiculous commercial I've ever seen. And people obviously call the number.
Oh, absolutely. My dog has been dead for 8 years came back to life and woke up in my bed. It's like, Jesus
and you found $2 million bill in your wallet.
Exactly. I now shit gold bars. It's ridiculous. It's really sad. How do people dare fall for it?
How do they make money? Because it's free, right? Is it?
I think it is. I could be wrong, but I think it is. But at the same time, okay, yeah. So these people are like quote unquote televangelists to where they have like a huge following, like quote unquote a cult following, if you will, to where like you can show up and go to church and they'll preach the word of whatever they believe in. And they get a lot of donations through that. So I think that's what probably affords them to do that shit. And this whole Miracle Water thing is just a way for them to get attention.
To get more people to join them and then
right? What are the people that supplied you Miracle Water? Come on down. You're gonna get more of it here. We bathe in it.
We don't take that $2 million bill you have, but we'll take real money.
Exactly. You want a Miracle Water enema? Keep coming to the right place, brother. Come on down. Tell you what, you can either get an ass swab for COVID, or you can get a Miracle Water enema.
That's what I was gonna say. You want that swab to go in nice and smooth? Use some of that Miracle Water.
Dip a little Miracle Water on that baddie. There you go.
So it goes from this. It goes from this to this.
Woo, hello. It's a brand new day. All of a sudden it becomes a Shakira music video for you. Fucking amazing. On that note, yes, let's enjoy this beer. Fucking Miracle Water. Can we drink some on the show sometime? We should. I gotta imagine at least 30% of the people that call are doing it ironically, right? Just to fuck around.
Just to see if it works,
just for fun. Imagine if it happened, all of a sudden we just get a huge boom in viewership. I will become a believer.
Oh yeah, me too.
100%. If all of a sudden we get 2,000 listeners per episode after we drink Miracle Water, or we whatever fucking splash each other with it, whatever the case, I'm gonna rub it on your butt, and all of a sudden we get 10,000 listeners per episode, I'll fucking be a believer all day.
All day.
I will be. I'll confess and freaking be a part of the infomercials at that point. I don't give a shit. But tell me this though: is it not an entertaining infomercial? Probably one of the best out there.
I watched that thing for 15 minutes. So yeah, it was a good infomercial.
It held your attention.
Well, for the wrong reasons. I was in disbelief that this was a real infomercial.
It's I don't know. It's just the unfortunate part is that there are people that are just so down on their luck. They'll just say, fuck it, I'll try anything at this point, which is cool. If the cards you've been dealt aren't in your favor, there's only so much you can do about that. And I hope the best for those who are going through hard times, obviously, but Miracle Water may not be the answer. Just throwing it out there.
Yeah. But hey, everybody has their good luck charm, right?
Yep.
Yeah, you can. I have a pair of 10-year-old chonies I still wear on the daily because they're good luck.
Nice. Do you have them to show the camera right now? Do you have them on you?
I have them in me.
Damn, I ate them a long time ago. They're just wedged in a small area of my colon. That's why it's nice and tight. It acts more as a filter now.
Every once in a while, a piece will come out with my poo. I know it's gonna be a good day.
Right? It's a blessing. I know this day is a blessing.
Yeah, we're gonna burn.
Oh, absolutely.
The only way to save ourselves is to get that free miracle water.
It's so sad and true. I hate us. I hate us so much.
Ooh. So what are you getting from your beer?
Oh yeah, we haven't really talked about it much. Well, I'll say this one. This is more of a traditional IPA flavor to me, where it has a little bit of bitterness. Obviously, I would imagine not quite as pungent as the double IPAs you've been drinking, though, which I am low-key jealous of. I should have looked a little closer at percentages. I just saw a double dry hopped once, and I was like, cool. And I realized that they're West Coast IPAs, and I was like, you know what? Fuck it. It sounds like fun. It's a grab bag episode anyway. Might as well have fun with it.
I got lucky.
But this is nice. This is nice. And the coloring on this one's a little more cloudy, which I think is what's adding to the bitterness of this one compared to the last. And I'm liking it. I dare I say I might like it more than the first a little bit. And I'll just show the art of the can off a little bit while you tell me about yours. Sorry, I think we're having technical difficulties at the moment. John, are you alive, sir? Oh man, we were doing so good on the connection too. Can you hear me, sir? All right, I'm going to pause this and we will be right back. God dang it. Let's see about that. Oh, there he is. He's back. Okay. I did not kick you out, but I'm glad you're okay. All right. We're back. I was just asking you how you felt about your beer right now.
It's a strong boy.
Yeah, good.
Not as fruitful, not as creamy. I mean, if you look at the color, it's not as clear either.
It looks very cloudy like the last one. I'll say that much.
The last one, I mean, my camera doesn't do it.
I can imagine.
The last one did have clearness to it. This one is super thick.
Oh, nice.
Has a punch, has a kick. Definitely gets some dry hoppiness to it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it tastes a lot like an Imperial IPA.
Ooh, well, I mean, it's up there in percentage.
It has like that that kind of makes people who aren't like IPAs like, ooh.
I don't know if I want to drink this right now. I feel uncomfortable a little bit. Like I'm getting lured into danger right now. I'll say this: my IPAs, they're so light in percentage, especially this current one, I should say, that I feel like having another beer after this show, which I probably will end up doing. I have the day off tomorrow, so I see why not at this point.
Oh yeah, it's time for AJ to party.
Right. Other than it's going to make my walk a little more difficult tomorrow, but that's about it.
So you're saying Rip Brewery tomorrow?
No. Well, unless you want me to take my girlfriend with me. But that's them putting up with it. Oh no. She was a bad friend and forgot about one of her closest friends' birthdays. So we actually have to make up.
Oh, what happened to her? Yep. That's what happened to you to me because you're a terrible person. You weren't drinking your miracle water.
Again, I will defend myself on that to the end of my days because obviously I had plans all along. However, literally the week before your birthday, all of a sudden memory of it slipped my mind for one time.
I'm calling bullshit.
I have been there for so many birthdays.
Lie to me once, shame on you forever.
Fair enough, actually. Fair enough. You're not wrong. I'll put it that way. Can I give a quick shout out to some shit right now that I care about? I think you would appreciate at least one of them. God, okay, there you are. Okay, John's shaking his head no. So I think you'd appreciate this one for sure. I probably should have screen shared this, but it should come up okay, decently on screen, I imagine. So this is the Whistle Pig
second edition.
Did you see that? Yes. So to anyone not watching the video version, we've talked about it on the show many times. John and I are big fans of Whistle Pig whiskey. They are a Canadian whiskey company, but they get their stuff outsourced from Kentucky and Vermont, right? Mainly Vermont, though?
Not so well. No. They're a Vermont distillery. They were getting some of their whiskeys from Canada, but they've been established a little bit more. So it's more and more starting to become their own home, grown distillery.
Correct. Yeah, it seems like more and more it's becoming their own. Yes, John actually has a pretty sweet collection of bottles by them. God damn it. He had to be the birthday boy that day. How does he always look out with fucking
I
like
had to work my magic. She said no.
she said yes. Anyway, so I'll just say this to anyone that doesn't follow Whistle Pig Whiskey on Instagram. They pretty much just said in this most recent post, we're excited to announce the return of our award-winning 18-year double malt rye, the second edition of our oldest and rarest whiskey. Can you believe we got Peter that for his wedding? Jesus Christ.
I can. I recently sent you a picture of a store I live next to that has it cheaper than what we put up a fight for.
Yes, I know, right? And luckily they gave us the honored their discount kind of anyway. But even still, like you said, we had to sit there for a while and we had to do some talking for them to accept what we had to tell them. Which, I mean, by the way, they were wrong. So that's why I think why they owned it at the end of the day.
And but at the same time, off.
Something like that. Yeah, it was like 10% off the total, which was fine. I'll take 10% off rather than nothing. But yeah, I'm so excited. The bottle looks sick. The bottle looks great.
Mm-hmm. Well, the bottle itself looks the same. It's the topper that's different.
The topper is different, though I don't, according to this picture anyway, looking closely at it, the label on it looks green and gold. Yes. Which before.
What was the other one?
I think it was more like silver and gold, if I'm not mistaken. If you were to look at Peter's, maybe ask him for a picture.
I sent you a picture.
Of the one that you saw that was at a cheap price, correct? But is that the second edition? Is it the same kind?
It's this was like a month ago now. It was the first edition.
But the only
and it's in the box.
The only thing is they just announced this one today, about 9 hours ago. So that's why I'm kind of intrigued as to if this is like the first time they've ever announced this second edition, because that's what it says. We're excited to.
No, it is. The one I saw was the first edition. The one we got Peter was the first edition.
Yes, correct.
Which is why I think it's cheaper right now because the second edition's going out.
That makes sense. You would think that would make that go up in value almost, maybe.
I think maybe depending on the store, because this is like a random El Super kind of store.
I see.
Yeah, that has a good. I've been in that store maybe 5 times, and I'm telling you, I'm 3 minutes walking distance from this place.
We need to take a stroll.
I've never bothered to look into the alcohol section because, like, it's like an El Super, and this literally, my fiance was in a long line. I'm like, I'm gonna go and look at the whiskeys really quick, and I walked and saw it. And you know what? Daddy got a nice bonus. He's getting a nice bonus tomorrow, and he's getting another bonus on Friday.
Dang, son. Throw me a freaking bonus.
Yeah. Well, too bad because I have an expensive wedding and I'm not going to buy my whiskey.
Good. But I'm very happy though, obviously. No, I'm glad, but still, it's helping you afford these very necessary expenses right now. So at the very least, there's a silver lining in it. You know what I mean?
I'm going to fucking buy it, AJ. Just watch.
The 18-year?
No. I want to.
Christ, I know.
I want to.
We could go halvesies. We could if you really want to. I'm not opposed to it. When you first sent it to me, I liked the message right away.
The problem is who gets the bottle.
Oh, God damn it. Okay, we're going to treat it like it's the fucking Stanley Cup. Every player gets it for a certain amount of time. So I think half the year you get it, half the year I get it. That's all there is to it. It's the fucking Stanley Cup of our friendship. No, but it's for your wedding though. It's for you should keep it. You should keep it.
Nah, well, we haven't even got hats on it.
That's true. You know what? Also, one thing that'd be relevant in our friendship, especially to you, would be the fucking trophy from was it New Girl? Oh no. The League.
Yes, the Shiva, something like that.
The Shiva.
It's something like that. It starts with a Sheev.
I think it was the Shiva. Yes, the Shiva trophy. Go back to like a la 2008 or something like that for that show. 2010 probably. That
would be us.
Yep. I'm telling you. Yes, it's called the Shiva Bowl. The Shiva Bowl. SHIVA. Because she was the cute girl in their class, right? In high school or something like that.
In high school, yeah.
Yes.
Wow, good memory.
Oh, absolutely. I loved like season 1 and 2 were awesome. I don't think I watched past that, but I loved the first couple seasons for sure.
like a lot of comedies, it kind of dwindled towards the last few seasons, but season 3 is amazing.
Sure. Well, I mean, Nick Kroll got fucking extremely famous, so you can't blame him. He probably just had
other reasons.
Yeah, I suppose so. But yeah, I mean, he's still a successful guy. I'll give him that. But yeah, I would be down. We should that should be our Shiva Bowl, just as friends.
Oh,
that would be sick.
Oh yeah,
God,
I want it. So the day, and you know, my fiance and I talked about it when we saw it. If I was to buy it, if we were to go halves on it, the first time we try it, we'd have to take it to with us to Stag Bar.
Ooh, you're a bastard.
So we can compare it to the Boss Hog. Yes. We ask to sit outside.
Yes.
We'll have one of our ladies go to the car, pour us, 2 shots.
Yes.
Of the 18-year, and then we can actually compare it side to side.
You're a genius. You're a genius. You're a mad fucking scientist, but you're right. Oh my God. It's the only way to know.
Yeah. Because the gap was too big. Like between
it was too big.
And the Boss Hog. I mean, I still think the 18-year was better, but I've never had them side to side.
I don't remember you saying that I thought you said Boss Hog was better.
18-year. I've always
said
18-year. Yeah.
I will say the 18 years probably smoother. I don't know if that always means better. Okay.
For me, it is.
I'm a kind of guy. I like a little bit of both. Obviously, I think we all do. But I have always been that kind of guy where I like a little bit of, I like to feel a little dirty after I take a sip. It's like, oh, God damn it. Yeah, you branded my ass good. I'm not into the video version. That's all can be. Get ready for more beer belly moments, everybody. That's all I can say. Dear God. Who knows where he'll put it next? It's part of the fun.
It'll always be his butt, though.
Yes. Looking back to where will he put it? It's always in his ass.
Hint, it's in his ass.
I could have sworn he was going for his nose. No, it's actually in his ass. But that's good call. Yeah. There was a jump cut. We cut that part. It's still been it's been since yesterday.
If anything, he's put like 4 more in there.
Don't make me spit on my computer right now.
I'll do it.
You have. Oh my God. But yeah, I'm really hyped for that second edition though, dude.
Oh, so am I. We have to get it.
Oh my God. Now it makes me sad because I feel like we need to get the first, the second, and a Boss Hog just to combine them all together. And now that you brought up that magical point you did, I want to take it a couple steps further. I'm thinking one day we do the first. One day we do the second. One day we do the Boss Hog. And what I mean by that is we try each of those different whiskeys first each day. That way our palate is fresh every time. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That's what I want to do. Just to see if it alters our opinion at all.
Now, AJ, you work in the food industry.
Technically.
I'm not sure if this is a thing. When you walk into a perfume shop, it's in your alcohol.
Hold on a second. We're experiencing a little bit of technical Sorry, sir, if you can hear me. Having a little bit of technical difficulties. Let's just pause for a moment and we'll resume in just a second.
Shit out of this.
It's okay. It's not that bad, but it does bear pausing just for a second.
That's what I was asking.
Go ahead.
You work in the restaurant industry, so I'm not sure if this is a thing. But I know when you go and look at perfumes and colognes, they have a can of beans, coffee beans that you can smell.
Oh, it's like a can of beans. What are you talking about?
Coffee beans. You can eat them whenever you want. You spray yourself.
The cologne's great, but I really appreciate the beans they're giving us right now. Thanks, Sephora.
Yeah, they got the coffee beans that clear like your nose. So when you get something else, is there anything with food that's like that? Like an onion?
Good question. Yes. I learned this from eating sushi, actually. So, ginger is a big one. Ginger apparently is a huge palate cleanser, which I love ginger. I'm a fan of ginger. Yeah, over the past couple years. It helps.
Put that shit in my butt.
What won't he put in his butt, everybody? I think
that's the name of the episode. What
I
won't
was
he put
gonna
in his butt,
say the
everyone?
same.
Question mark.
But are you ready to make the thumbnail face? 1, 2, 3. Very good. Okay, and we're gonna timestamp that right about now. Thank you. But yes, ginger is a huge palate cleanser. Like that's why if when you go to sushi, they have like those layers of pink ginger there for you. It's so that way you're ready to taste the next sushi. The next dish.
Shit, that
It's
makes
there
sense.
for that reason. I mean there are other things that do it very well, but apparently ginger is like the most common one.
So
Now,
couldn't we do something like that?
that's not a bad call, actually. I think we should go a step further and do the coffee beans, snort those, obviously, grind it up real good, put in the coffee grinder, like a Dyson vacuum, and then we get the ginger, put it up the butt, put it in the tongue as well, dab it a little bit, find a way to Funky Town from there. That's the only way to do it. And then maybe we'll be hallucinating so terribly we might think we have a fresh palate again.
We'll see the actual whistle pig.
Welcome.
Which is,
how are you? You finally discovered my true form.
You've ascended.
You've ascended into whiskeydom. You're welcome.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. This needs to be a thing now. Can we drop
outside
acid
of the
and drink whiskey? I know, right? We think we're having a blast, but it's just us tweaking out in a corner somewhere. The girls are just like, yeah, they haven't moved since Thursday. Hey, it's Wednesday next week. I'm so looking forward to that. It's actually not a bad idea. I never considered that. I still think we should go with my idea because I'm an intelligent human being, at least compared to your own puny brain. But at the same time, my idea would not have been spawned if it weren't for your brilliant idea as well, even considering the puny peanut brain that you have.
Most of my brains are in my butt, which I touch with this. So.
Which is why he feels the stimulation so much, really.
This poor Q-tip. The journey it's gonna go through.
It's the same one he's used for 7 years now. The same who knows how it stays so clean and white? Who knows? But
no one will ever know.
No one ever will. Can I bring up one nerdy thing real quick?
Yes. Yourself, nerd.
So I tagged you on Instagram of the new Digimon trading card game that's out, and the art is really, you liked it actually. You liked my tag too.
How long ago was this?
Last month or early this month. It looks sick as fuck, dude. The battle system is fun. If you want, just to throw it out there, obviously, I don't expect you to get into the game or anything like that, even though that would be cool to have someone to get into it with. But at the same time, obviously, don't if you don't want to. But it's cool because one, it's inexpensive right now. And secondly, you can just download the free demo of it on your phone. And that's what I did to kind of figure out the game mechanics a little bit, just to have fun, like see like, okay, let's see what the game's about. And it's actually a pretty cool little demo. It has like different parts to it to where you learn certain, like a little bit of mechanics at a time. But I feel like it's a card game with some tech to it, to where like it's one of those like kind of like what we did with Yu-Gi-Oh, where we had to kind of relearn the game together.
Right.
I feel like it would be something like that if we ever were to actually try it. But honestly, the only reason I wanted to bring it up is because the art to the cards are mostly really sick looking. I recommend you checking it out. Just Google Digimon trading card game or Digimon TCG 2021, and some of the art looks really cool. If I'm not mistaken, one of the top tier like monster or Digimon in the game right now are one of the knights that you like a lot.
Oh, I love the Royal Knights. I just love that backstory of the Royal Knights.
Okay, I'm glad that you brought that up because based off what I said, but what was it that you liked? I remember you and I were on a hike one time and you kind of were telling me about the Royal Knights, but what was it that you got? I think you were watching YouTube videos, which helped you appreciate it more, but also you were rewatching like the Tamers saga and all of that.
I was watching it like the first 4 seasons that at the end of every season, whenever you see like that god Digimon that's on the good side, it's a Royal Knight. Okay. They're always Royal Knights, like Omnimon and God, I don't remember the names
Omnimon's
anymore.
probably the most popular one, I feel. That's the one I always hear about anyway.
Is that the fusion of War Greymon and
Garurumon, is it?
Garurumon? Yeah.
I think so, if I'm not
Metal
mistaken.
Garurumon.
Of course, that's the Mega, yeah.
Metal Garurumon.
Metal Metal Garurumon is sick, but I will say I like the art design of Where Garurumon a lot more.
1000%. He should have been the Mega.
Yeah, I think everyone
metal
thinks
on him.
Exactly.
He was way.
He has the brass knuckles. He has the knee pads that are metal. Could have been
because
Metal Garurumon still.
He turns into Garurumon, and then I believe it's Where Garurumon and
Being
the Metal
Garurumon.
Garurumon.
Yes,
but it should have been Garurumon, Metal Garurumon. Then
yes, I agree.
Garurumon.
I agree. But then again, there are those who think that Metal Greymon looks cooler than War Greymon. So, it is what it is.
Those people can burn. They won't get any of the miracle holy water.
I will say, compared to War Greymon and Metal Greymon, War Greymon does look more like the meta, or the Mega, if you will, between the two. But that doesn't mean that Metal Greymon is not a sick design, though, obviously.
No, he's a dope-ass design, without a doubt.
I mean, the whole evolutionary line.
Don't ever say War Greymon isn't the Mega. I mean,
he's got the dragon claws, right?
Come on.
The anti-dragon claws.
Yes. Well, it's like an anti-metal.
I guess there's like also super effective against dragons, apparently. That's how he won the battle versus Mega Charizard.
Charizard or
Mega Charizard?
A Pokemon?
Have you not seen that death battle episode?
Oh, I don't watch those. Those are just two nerds.
Watch it. It's worth it. At least watch this one. I think you would gain an appreciation. I really do.
Like me.
But that episode pissed me off. But for one reason, I think a lot of people probably feel the same way about, because there was some cheating involved. Watch it. Let me know. I think you should review it next episode. We should. Absolutely.
Were they the ones who did Goku versus Superman like 15 years ago?
Yep. No, and it's also one of their highest viewed episodes ever.
I remember watching that and thinking, fuck you, Goku's going to win. I don't care what you say.
I mean, I feel like it was kind of fair. I feel you. I mean, we're just bigger fans of Goku, to be fair. We are. We're kind of biased. At the same time, though, we respect Superman's power, though, I think. We just talked about him.
I don't at all. I think he is one of the most boring characters ever created in comic books. He's
Obviously,
God.
That is the case. But that also explains why he was able to beat Goku, though, if you think about it.
Because he's God, of course. If any time I get into any type of argument nowadays, because I'm an older man and I just don't argue with people anymore. Yeah, he's a god. Like that's literally. Oh, so Superman versus the Hulk. Superman's a god. I mean,
at the end of the day,
there's God. Superman. That's the way DC created that character.
If we weren't going to burn before, we're going to burn now. I'll put it that way.
Oh, yeah, I mean,
all the miracle water now.
I got a bathtub ready for it right now. I'm going to.
Why does it burn in my ass, John? Why does it burn in my ass?
I have too many swabs in there. They don't absorb the water.
We should have opted for cotton balls. They're more absorbent.
Terrible, AJ. Terrible.
But it's the truth, and nonetheless. I feel you. I'm just saying. But anyway, yeah, back to the Digimon trading card game right now. The most current iteration of it. It's really sick. I would just say check out some of the art design. It's really fun. I'll probably tag you in more shit as I see it, but it's kind of cool. They have like I'm probably going to get the name of the rarity wrong. I'll put it this way though. It's like gold plated rarity, to where they have the classic design of the card and then they have it gold plated as well. It looks pretty
shiny.
Something like that, you could say, sure.
Don't buy into that shit, AJ. I don't buy into that shit.
Oh, no,
I get it. It's like the rare. I mean, look at me and beers. When they're rare, they're rare. I drool over them.
There's Pliny the Elder, and then there's Pliny for President, and there's Pliny the Elder double dry hop double IPA, 2 stages.
I drove up to San Francisco
for just for that.
I mean, I'm not trying to hate. It's just when it comes to video games and card games, when it's like it's the same version, but shinier.
I feel you. I could be wrong, but I feel like back when we were playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Like Deep, I feel like you thought ghost rares were cool though, or ghost hollows were rare.
Yeah, because of the way the design was of the actual card.
Right, right.
100%. They looked cool, but I liked them because of the coolness of the way it looked, not the rarity.
Sure. Oh no, of course, of course.
Yeah.
But I'm saying the gold-plated cards do look sick though. It adds like a new pizzazz to the original art of the card. I'll put it that way. It's sick. It's kind of like in Pokemon, they have their full art holo cards right now, but they also have the rainbow full arts, and then they have the ones that are silver plated and gold plated and shit like that on occasion. It's just it's just an all art of the card that kind of makes it a little more rare and interesting looking. I'll put it that way. But I understand though. If it's not your cup of tea, it's not your cup of tea. But I would recommend though to anyone watching or listening, if you happen to be as nerdy as we might be, you might appreciate it though. Check it out. It's a pretty fun card game. I would say that. It's very different, similar to some card games, but also has its own twist on things as well.
Oh, okay.
To where it's not too much more of the same.
Have I told you about an amazing game called Marvel vs. Capcom 3?
Never heard of it.
I'm leaving.
Okay. Who do you think at the end of the day is the best team consistently with our Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 today? Not including pro players, but you just think on paper and maybe based off execution that you've seen as well. What combination of three characters do you feel is the most consistently effective?
Oh, I mean, Morgan, Virgil, Doom.
I feel like you were going to go there. The Cold Chris G team. Because consistently, I think you're right. Consistently, I believe you're right.
But here's the thing. I do think there's a team. I think there's a team that's better than it.
To counter it, or just better on paper, or just in general?
Better depending on your point character that you choose. Here's the thing: is I think the best shell in the game is Morgan Phoenix.
Morgan Phoenix,
without a doubt,
because she builds so much bar. Morgan, that is
Morgan's. And you do know like the godlike thing about that assist, right? Besides the fact that it builds bar.
No, what else?
She comes out so cool.
Oh, damn it.
That it's really hard to punish. So you can just spam Morgan. I mean, not spam, but it's a little easier to call her out because she comes out, you get the bar, and she leaves.
So we're kind of getting into the weeds of this one video game that's a little old. So sorry if not everyone's following along. Would you compare this? And I'm probably going to be off by this. Would you say it's similar in effectiveness to what Gustav Flame with Tronbon was like once upon a time in Vanilla Marvel 3? Because that assist was very strong though, wasn't it?
It was the most broken assist ever. Oh my god!
For
its own reasons though.
It was invincible, right?
It was like Lariat, but on steroids.
Oh really?
So and you know how good Lariat is. I know that.
Yeah,
Hagar's Lariat, pretty godlike.
But I never understood what was good about Gustav Flame outside of it being invincible. Was it like multi-hit, like easy to confirm off of?
Easy to confirm off of, and her hitbox was like everything.
Oh really?
It's also about the hitbox. So she was extremely hard to punish. So I guess, yeah, a little bit like Morgan, where extremely hard to punish. Okay. And an amazing assist in terms of pressure and even damage. But when we're just talking about the best team, again, I think the best shell is Morgan Phoenix. And then whoever your point is. Two people who I can point out who've done it is Rusty Shackelford, who he had been running that team for a long time, which was Amaterasu, Morgan Phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
He never really did much with it. He never like pushed it to where it could have been. And then obviously the Bay, Ryan Alvey did it with Chun-Li. He did it with Point Chun-Li. So I think one of the biggest reasons why he was able to succeed for so long, and it's not taken away from the player, is the unfamiliarity with Chun-Li.
Okay.
So if you don't know how to play against a top tier character that you've never really played against, you're going to get punished over shit you didn't know you could.
And to be fair, at least in the regards of Chun-Li being top tier, I think part of what makes her top tier in that game in particular is also who's playing her though. You know, I mean,
she's not, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly. It's who's controlling her that makes the difference resoundedly. I mean, that said, you showed potential in her when you would occasionally pick her on your team for funsies. for funsies, you had an idea of what she could do. An idea. Obviously, you didn't break her, but you still showed potential in her, though.
I think everybody knew how good she kind of was because she does have a lot of greatness to her, but it's not about a single character game. It's, it's a team game.
Yes, yes.
And I think nobody really realized how good those three are together.
Sure. Until Ryan LV came along.
Until he fucked shit up.
Would you say that team may have not come into fruition until Chris G somewhat broke Morgan, though?
I don't know, because Rusty Shackelford had been picking the team for a long time.
Was he the one that started that? Oh, no, it was Doom Morgan. That was the show originally, right? Doom Morgan?
Doom Morgan, I believe, was created by Dominion.
Thank you. That's what you used to tell me way back then. Yeah. You said Dominion created the shell, but Chris G is who broke her.
Who broke it. Yep.
Yes.
That's exactly what I would say.
Yes. And I love that you would say that.
Yeah. People find shit all the time, but it's about the people who want to break it that really make it good.
Yeah. They took it to the next level.
Finish this.
Oh yeah, please. I'm done actually. I'm been done.
In the long run, pick Morgan.
There you go. Pick Morgan on your team, whether it's Marvel Infinite or Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Either one, you'll be pretty good with her. She's not terrible in Infinite.
Pick her.
That's for sure. Yeah, absolutely. Well, on that note, please hit us up on the socials, on the Instagrams, on the Twitters, if you will, at Beer Belly Pod. I wanted to say SD Geek Pod, which is another podcast.
Yeah, you got caught up.
I did get
slipping.
Caught up.
You slipping.
I got caught in the okie right there for a moment. Yeah, absolutely. I was fuzzy guarded all day on that. But anyway, again, if you want to shout out what we should be drinking next, what we should enjoy next episode or in future episodes to come, at Beer Belly Pod on Instagram and Twitter, let us know. If email is more of your thing, you could definitely hit us up. beerbellypod@gmail.com. Find the video versions of these dumb, silly episodes that we do. Beer Belly Podcast on YouTube. On any episode description that you find, whatever podcast app you're using, you're going to find links to all of our socials and YouTube and all that. So just search us there. But Mr. John, as always, of course, please leave us with your words of wisdom for the week, sir. Would you please?
If you have a fiance who is willing to get you IPAs and surprise you with the best IPAs, let me correct myself. If you have a girlfriend who is willing to surprise you with amazing IPAs, yeah, ignore the baby crying outside. If you have a girlfriend who's willing to buy you the most amazing IPAs, wifey her. Do it quickly.
That's the key.
Or else somebody else will take her.
Absolutely. Someone else is gonna get those IPAs, and you're gonna be like, no. Those are my IPAs. Don't touch
the IPA market. Got the freshest IPAs.
2-for-1 IPA special. And other Will Ferrelisms. On that note, we'll call it an episode. Have a good. Bye-bye.